It's a sad day for me today, buds. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I broke my bike.
It's not sad. It's a little sad, but you get a brand new bike halfway through the season. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
So, I mean, it sucks, but it doesn't suck because I already know as I'm filming this right now that Specialized is going to replace the frame for me. So that's awesome, but here's the crack. The crack is right under here, but I'm gonna throw up a picture on the screen so that it's easier for you guys to see the crack. Looking at the picture, you can see there's a little squiggly guy in there. That's the crack in the frame. And there's also a big chip in there too, but the reason that I know it's a crack and not just a chip, or that it's not from rock damage, like getting pinched in between there, is because there's no mark on my shock. And if something did get pinched in between there and smashed, there would have been a shock or something, a mark on my shock. Why are you saying no?
The likelihood of something getting stuck in there is just, I don't think it would ever happen.
Oh, I thought you were saying no, like I'm wrong, like something did get in there.
The chances of a rock perfectly landing on top of a circular shock while the suspension is at full compression is like, come on, please.
So like that spot right there,
When you're going through travel, this comes up and it's pivot, this is the main pivot, and it's probably pressing down on that. So there's a good bit of force, I'm assuming, going through there, but yeah, it's cracked enough at top fibers when you washed it.
yeah, so it's getting replaced by Specialized. That's all I know right now. I don't know what it's getting replaced with. VanCan, another YouTuber that has an Enduro like this, his cracked in a different spot and his got replaced, but they upgraded him to an S-Works frame. So I'm assuming that's possible for me too. I've seen on the internet that other people have been upgraded as well. Later in this video, I'm gonna skip to when I get the new bike. But as of right now, all I know is that it is a crack and it is getting replaced by Specialized. So next video or next time you see me in this, we'll have a new bike. Welcome back, buds. It's been a few seconds for you and a few weeks later for me after filming that last video, but I finally have my new replacement frame slash bike in. So I'm gonna set this camera down and give you guys a rundown on the whole process and what happened. So I mentioned a little bit ago about how VanCan cracked his frame too, and Specialized sent him a new S-Works frame to upgrade him rather than the frame that he had before. I think this is because they don't stock any other frames like this one. They only have frame only options in S-Works. But as you can see, I have the same pink bike as before. I thought there was a possibility that I would get upgraded to an S-Works as well, but after talking to my dealer, they are completely sold out of S-Works frame only options and complete options everywhere. So Specialized only had one option to help me out, and that was just to give me a whole new fresh bike, because they already come in the boxes and they're not going to spend the time to tear down a full bike just to give me a replacement frame. So it was easier for them to just give me a whole fresh new bike and then ask for my old one back. Now with this fresh new bike, I was actually able to upgrade a frame size if I wanted to. So I've been on an S3 for a while now, and I ended up wanting to go with the S4 just to try it out. I know I've been saying that Caleb bought the wrong size S4, but I wanted to try the S4 and give it a shot to see which size I like better. So I'm trying that out, and it was really cool of them to give me the ability to upgrade size if I wanted to. Now, how fast were they with all of this? After talking to my dealer originally about whether I had a crack or not, it was only a few days after that they approved that I would get a warranted bike or frame. It was only a few days until I got my replacement after that, so they were super quick with everything, like no questions asked. They got it done for me, and then of course I had to take a bunch of time swapping over my wheels, brakes, all my aftermarket stuff that I have on my bike. But overall it was like super quick service. Couldn't have asked for better service. Now, had this happened with a company like YT late in the season like this, when they've already been selling a bunch of their bikes, It's very possible that I could have been left out to dry because they have no replacements. I've read a lot about people breaking chainstays and stuff and being bikeless for months because YT has trouble stocking frames and stuff. So I'm super happy that I didn't have a situation like that. So there's a reason to go with Specialized. Now, you guys also saw that crack that I showed you before, the original crack that I sent into Specialized. But I ended up riding my bike for a couple more weeks while I was waiting for them to get me the new one and build it up and whatnot. I kept riding it and it actually started to grow. I'll show you guys another picture right now. It started to grow even more, so that's how I knew that it was cracked, because it kept growing and it wasn't just a chip in the paint. But they also said in that spot down here in the linkage, Specialized was kind of confused on how that happened, so they wanted to check that out. But once again, if anything got pinned in there, I would have seen it on the shock. Like, the bike was designed to not hit that part of the frame, so it's not possible. And the odds of something getting pinched in there on top of my shock while it's compressed in the travel is like insanely low. And then if that happened, there would have been a huge mark on my shock, and maybe I would have blown up my shock if I hit that hard with a rock or something on it. I don't know, but I'm just glad that my bike got replaced. I'm on a new bike, freshy, midway through the season, had excellent service with Specialized, so can't really ask for more. And I'm excited, and hopefully I don't break this one. Hopefully I don't break any more bikes. I don't know. My buddy Cam just bought a new Enduro, came straight out of the box broken. So I don't know. Carbon is scary. Kind of wish I had aluminum, but I don't know. They don't make any more. Enduro's a sweet bike. Happy to be out riding again, and I mean, hopefully the park's open soon so that we can go shred some party laps with the boys. But until now, I'm just riding locally again. Maybe taking a trip up to Highland because they're open already. Hopefully Snowshoe opens again soon. Maybe a Windrock trip, I don't know. But I'm excited for the rest of the summer. All right, buds, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I know it was kind of a bummer video, but it's kind of not at the same time. I broke my bike, but Specialized helped me out more than I could have asked. They gave me a freshie midway through the season. I don't know of any other companies that do that. It could have easily been like YT, where they just hang me out to dry until they get a replacement, but no, they went above and beyond for me to help me out and get me back on a bike. Things happen, carbon breaks sometimes. I mean, that's just how it is. So one thing I will say is don't let my case scare you away from getting a carbon bike. Carbon is super strong. Sometimes it has these weird things that happen to it like that and break. I also ride my bikes pretty hard, so the terrain I'm riding isn't very nice to them. But don't let that scare you. And if you could take away anything from this video, it's that going with a more expensive brand like Specialized, you get what you pay for. This could have easily been a case like YT, like I said again, where I would have been bikeless for a long time. But no, Specialized went above and beyond for me to get me back on a bike. So I'm super happy with them, and that's enough to keep me with them for a long time now. So thank you again for watching the video. If you aren't already, please consider subscribing and watching some of my past videos. We'll see you in the next one.